Disruptors have been properly disrupted in this week's digital update. OpenAI sacks and maybe rehires CEO Sam Altman. Muskie's comments start the great Twitter exodus 2023. Let's talk conversions and behavioural strategies. Everyone's doing it. Meta and Amazon buddy up to sell directly in-app from the ad. Google gets really personal in a search hybrid feed. All that wrapped up in a handy video and blog post by me, your genial disruptive JB. Read on, watch on and enjoy. And don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe wherever you see this post. It is appreciated. This is JB's digital update for the 21st November 2023. Let's get on with it. So, late last week, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman was unceremoniously fired from his role by the board of OpenAI. The chairman and a number of others followed shortly thereafter, with more apparently considering their positions. This took the tech world by surprise, as well as a large number of large investors in OpenAI, if reports are to be believed. This follows the recent release by OpenAI upgrading ChatGPT and allowing users to effectively create their own ChatGPT models, engines, and bypass the AI hangers-on who were arbitraging AI access for a monetizable product. The stories I've read have said that the board felt the CEO was not being entirely upfront with them, but about who knows what. The other side was that he wanted to aggressively monetize the platform, which may not gel with its slightly complicated not-for-profit parent capped profit subsidiary company structure. The other stories have their major investor Microsoft being off the wall livid. They didn't know about this beforehand, regardless of whether they agree with it. Bing, Copilot and ChatGPT are getting more and more intertwined. They apparently want Sam and others back, and machinations are happening to achieve this. Upset and upheaval are almost never good for a product. It's not yet known if this will turn out to deliver unintended disruption. It may destroy the startup, or it may make it a prize takeover. Likely Microsoft, you'd have to think. By the time this gets published, who knows what may have happened. At least the actions are prompt. Aha. Let's talk AI, digital tech with me as your virtual chief digital officer. I can help you navigate digital transformation successfully. So, following a very controversial shitter post by Elon Musk where he appeared to agree with a post containing anti-Semitic sentiment, the backlash has been quick and pretty severe. A whole load of big advertisers like Apple, Disney and others have publicly distanced themselves from the platform, cancelling their advertising in the process. This hurts shitter right in the wallet, where there were already reports that advertising revenue had tanked. The second side of this was also that users had appeared to leave the platform in significant numbers. Across on Meta's text-based rival Threads, there have been countless threads from users announcing they've left the other place for good and even deleted their info. These moments are significant. I've been there when networks implode and user bases shift across to other platforms. This feels like those times. So much so, I've tagged it the Great Exodus. It might still take 12 to 18 months to fully pan out, but for the moment, shitter is dead man walking. Let's talk about social media management, where you should put your digital ad budgets, and how you should form a coherent content strategy in this changing market. Let's talk about aiding conversion with behavioural strategies. So rather than corporate upheaval, let's talk about conversions based on some behavioural pointers from this handy article. These 5 pointers are really the basics of what you should be trying to do on each page, as they speak to some very deep human instincts. My preference for these kinds of things are the 6 Principles of Persuasion by Bob Cialdini, but these are close enough. Social proof. We do things others like to do, e.g. the number of likes, number of sales. Cognitive load, putting too much mental strain on the user to complete the transaction. Scarcity, only 1,500 left. Loss aversion, imagine if you were involved in a car accident. Anchoring, X is cheaper than Y. All useful techniques to remember. One of the things I always find that people do not do enough of is asking for the sale or action and telling people explicitly what they should do. So, if you want to talk to me about conversions and conversion rate optimization, use the button beneath to contact me. Meta integrates Amazon e-commerce in-app. So this new e-commerce integration from Meta and Amazon is a bit of a game changer for Amazon sellers in the US and may eventually be rolled out in Australia. Basically, if you are advertising your Amazon wares on Facebook or Instagram rather than an interested user having to leave the app and wade through the Amazon app or website to purchase, the user can click and complete the transaction right in the Facebook or Instagram app. Like we talked about elsewhere in conversions, shortening the click journey reduces the cognitive load and almost always produces increased sales. Consumer information will be pumped from Amazon to Meta, allowing better targeted ads for those consumers, also allowing for personalization on the way through, and in return gets many more sales from a discovery platform that was previously a little tricky for them to convert directly off. For Meta, they can sell more better performing ad inventory and the user doesn't leave the app to transact. If they're still in the app, they can see more ads. And last but not least, Amazon sellers will sell more inventory. Win, win, win. Fiendish and brilliant all in one fell swoop. Expect more of these kinds of integrations and personalization in the future. If you'd like to advertise e-commerce products on social media, then talk to me. I don't bite too hard. Finally, Google launches a personal search experience. Now this is interesting. Google is allowing you to follow topics in search for updates to that topic to appear when you redo the search or in your Google app feed. You may also get a news for you section in search. Interesting. Google by now must have reckoned that more people recognise that more people are spending more time in other apps, and while searches are increasing as we spend more time online, the percentage of time spent on Google versus other apps is decreasing. In that case, ad revenue is challenged because fewer eyeballs equals fewer impressions and clicks and so on. The other challenge is that users are also doing their search in those apps like we talked about Gen Z and TikTok search a few weeks back. By allowing you to save topics of interest, you can come back and save yourself time if it's a regular search, or keep up with updates if the topic is continually updating. I'm not sure how it works with newsy topics at the moment, so with enough topics you create a self-curated topic feed which you can use and read to your heart's content. Build up enough good quality topics and you can almost live in search. As a site owner, you might be able to suggest the topic to follow, e.g. follow XYZ brand on Google search. Now, let's not pretend it's a Facebook or Instagram or TikTok killer app, but it may go some way to prevent users' search frequency or time on site being decimated by those apps. It has the capacity to be handy, but not likely to be a world beater. That said, I miss iGoogle. Want to talk about Google search in all its flavours and technicality? Talk to me. Just before I go, let's see Belmore digital articles from last week. You may have missed these articles and be champing at the bit to read them. Supercharge your reach with Belmore Digital's PPC and paid social services. Elevate your social media presence with Belmore Digital's SMM services. Unlock your business potential with Belmore Digital's content strategy and creation services. Thanks for reading and watching. I'm JB. This has been JB's Digital Update for the 21st November 2023. There is an outro slide that follows this. Please use that to like, share, follow, subscribe, and follow me on all the platforms you want to. And underneath you'll find the links to the articles and to the posts themselves. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye-bye.